Are you tracking the important factors for your website's SEO? Today we're going to go over the 5 important tools that you need to be tracking in order to make sure that you're maximizing your SEO presence. And then lastly, one thing to track are going to be your indexed pages. You can also get this out of your Google Search Console once you set up an account there. And just to explain the terminology, indexed pages is basically the pages of your website that are showing up on Google searches. So there's obviously, or I hope there's more to your website than just your homepage. You theoretically have a lot of different pages on your website. And like we talked about yesterday, when it comes to driving traffic through those other pages, your individual pages can show up on Google during search results, and you can get traffic directly to a page of your website. So knowing how many of your pages are on Google, called index pages, and how many opportunities you have out there to draw traffic will give you a good idea of how you're growing over time. So I hope you're adding more pages as you go. That's part of creating content. But more importantly, I hope your index pages are going up as time goes on, because that will let you know you're having a larger and larger presence on Google, because there's more opportunities. More opportunities probably means more impressions, which was number 2 on our list. More impressions is usually going to result to more visits, which was number 1 on our list. So these are all really related, but tracking your index pages, that's something that not very many of my clients are doing, if any, on their own. We're obviously here to help and keep an eye on that. But if you're not, that's something that you're going to want to start doing. So the first step, like I said, is just getting signed up for these services, making sure you know what these numbers are. Then over time you can track them. After you track them, you can decide what needs to be done, if anything needs to be done, and you can see how well you're doing. It's not just about if you are doing well, it's important to know how well you're doing. The only way you can really do that is with numbers, and these are just 5 kind of basic ones that you can sit down and look at, and you can check in when you have time, once a month, once every 2 months, and get an idea of how you're doing. How was this quarter compared to last quarter? Are we improving? Are we progressing?